Long ago, in a small village surrounded by green hills and wide rivers, there lived a woman named Efua. She was blessed with 2 daughters. The first daughter, Efua, was so beautiful that people often stopped to admire her whenever she passed. Her skin glowed, her eyes sparkled, and her smile lit up every place she entered. The second daughter, Ama, did not have the same beauty. She was quiet, with gentle eyes and plain looks. But her heart was pure, kind, and full of love. Efua, their mother, could not hide her feelings. She loved Efua more. She dressed her in the finest cloth, gave her the sweetest food, and praised her in front of everyone. But Ama was often ignored. Her clothes were simple, her food was little, and her words were rarely heard. At first, Ama did not mind. She thought, mother must know best. If she loves my sister more, then perhaps that is how life is meant to be. But as the days turned into years, the difference in their mother's love grew sharper. Efua became proud of her beauty. She no longer helped with housework. She would sit by the river, gazing at her reflection, while Ama walked in the fields, fetched water, and cooked food for the family. Yet whenever visitors came, their mother would say, "Look at my lovely Efua. Is she not the jewel of this house?" Ama's name was rarely spoken. One evening, a great feast was announced in the village. It was said that the chief's son would be there, searching for a bride. Efua's eyes brightened. She quickly washed Efua's clothes, polished her ornaments, and prepared her to shine at the feast. She whispered to herself, "This is the chance of my daughter's life." Ama asked softly, "Mother, may I also go?" But Efua frowned. "What will you do there? You will only embarrass us. Stay at home." Ama felt a deep pain in her chest, but she said nothing. That night, when her mother and sister had left, she sat alone under the moonlight. Tears fell on her hands as she whispered, "Oh God, did you forget me? Am I not worthy of love too?" As she cried, an old woman appeared, walking slowly with a cane. She looked at Ama and said, "Child, why do you weep?" Ama told her everything. The old woman listened, then smiled. She reached into her basket and pulled out a simple necklace made of beads. "Wear this," she said. "It is not gold, it is not silver, but it carries the beauty of the heart. When people look at you, they will see your kindness shining brighter than any jewel." Ama thanked her and placed the necklace on her neck. She did not feel different, but her heart felt lighter. The next day, while her mother and sister were still asleep after the feast, Ama went to fetch water. On her way, she met the chief's son. His horse had stumbled, and he was struggling to lift it. Ama rushed forward, set down her pot, and helped him. Her hands were steady, her voice gentle, her actions full of care. The prince looked at her in surprise, not because of her face, but because of the kindness in her eyes. He asked, "What is your name?" She answered, "Ama." From that moment, he returned again and again to see her. Not at the feast, not among the crowd, but in the quiet fields where she walked. He saw her patience, her honesty, and her heart. When the day came for him to choose a bride, everyone thought he would call Efua's name. Efua stood proudly, holding Efua's hand. But to their shock, the prince pointed to Ama. "I choose her," he said firmly. "For beauty fades, but the goodness of her heart will remain forever." The crowd gasped. Efua's pride melted into shame, and Efua's face burned with regret. She realized too late that she had poured her love into beauty that could not last, while she had ignored the true treasure in her own home. Ama forgave her mother, for her heart was too pure to keep anger. She became the prince's wife, loved and respected by all, not for her looks, but for her character. And so the story teaches us this truth: outer beauty may open eyes, but inner beauty opens hearts. Never judge a child, or anyone, by their face. Love them for who they truly are.